is a very good Monkey King player. Not sure who's better, Monkey King, him or Eslan, but they're probably the two best Monkey King players I think right now in HoN. So I'm really excited to see Shannon play Monkey, and hopefully he doesn't get outshined by Thirsty having 9 million GPM if it gets to that point. But they go for a Swiftblade last pick. So they're running a very aggressive lineup, which I think is very smart, Nede. I think this is very smart when you play against a team of the caliber of Lunar Tier. Just pick, like, not to say YOLO, but like just pick a very aggro lineup and try to make it work. I think this is the way to go.
Yeah.
So
now
hopefully they don't go for like a farming route. They just go for permafight. That's what I want to see. Yeah. Let's see if they can make it work.
Yeah, I'm just watching the Hellborn lineup, and it screams like 2 years ago TGT.
True, actually true. This looks like a direct lineup that we would have picked. And if ESC goes for Starscry Boots on Demented Shaman, he's my new favorite player, because Starscry Boots Demented Shaman, I have 90% win rate. Just saying, I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. If you get Starscry on Demented Shaman, your team never loses. Can't change my mind.
Yeah, you have so much sustain.
Oh yeah, it's insane. So laning phase, they are running the dual mid with that combo, and it's gonna be going up against a Kraken. So Kraken's going to have a very tough game here. Going to be relying on Ophelia to kind of get momentum for his team. And we start off with a tri-lane bot lane with the Lodestone, who's going to be their off laner trying to get a first blood on the Pharaoh here. He's playing very cautiously. Probably got the missing call from top lane. And they're in FACing, they're not against anybody. So Pharaoh's just chilling here in the trees. Rampure playing this very smart. Just soaking some XP. And yeah, they're gonna be putting a lot of pressure on Ophelia this game, I think, to have a big impact. We'll see what she can do early on. For now, she'll be farming. It's a Skeleton King, not the best farming creep, but he's gonna make sure to get these camps to respawn. There's two Vagabond leaders, and most likely gonna continue to farm with those. But we'll see. He looks like he's making movement toward the bottom lane. Maybe for a Pharaoh kill. If Pharaoh steps into the lane with level 2, he should get the slow here on Ophelia. This should be a very easy kill, even without a CC. Lodestone here.
Oh, that was.
Does he not have mana for the rocket drill?
Oh my god, that was such a good play by Pharaoh.
He mummied him to burn the mana, right? Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's I mean, at the same time though, I gotta say I think that's a slight misplay from Lodestone to let that happen.
He got to two.
This should have been a bloodlust. I see no way in which Pharaoh escapes this if Swift gets on top of him. Well, Ophelia's still here. She's just trying to get this kill, but it's gonna waste a lot of time. We have Demented Shaman going for the top rune. Glacius, I believe, took the bottom rune. And with the early 2v1 in mid, Shannon's got a very sizable creep advantage. 12-2 against 6-0 Kraken.
Ooh, Pharaoh might be in danger.
Yeah, Ophelia's trying to bait this. It looks kind of silly, like he's just fighting the Pharaoh here, but well, he's gonna kill the Vagabond leader. At least he gets some gold before he gives up a bloodlust. So it does go to Ophelia. She's got 1,000 gold now. I believe this will be a fast Ring of Sorcery, which I hope it is as well. Well, that's something though. Maybe Marchers. Spent 500 gold. Well, we'll see. I'll try not to focus too much on Ophelia this game, but it's hard for me. It's a struggle. We have Glacius back in the mid lane now. 2v2 for a bit. Monkey playing very aggressively here. Knows Kraken is low on mana, so he's not too threatening at the moment. Shaman's got level 2 heal bomb. Love to see it. This is big damage if he flips Kraken into the creep wave here. We'll see if... I'm pretty sure they want to do it, but Kraken and Glacius are playing very safe. And meanwhile, Lodestone is now up in the top lane for a little while. Has some creep kills. He has a very big creep wave. Andrew and FA probably want to go in front of the tower here to deny this wave of XP from Lodestone. He's just gonna secure the XP from the high ground. Because FA is level 6, so if he gets caught by a combo, I think he just dies.
Yeah.
So he recognized that's actually a really early level 6 on Thirsty. Like that was a pre-4-minute level 6 on the FA. That's not very typical. So that means they did a very good job of pulling these two camps to get FA solo XP on a lot of that.
Ooh, Disham?
Yeah, Disham getting caught here. Doesn't have cape. Okay, he does level it. He hits level 4. And he will be fine. Monkey King goes in for some pressure. Throws out a combo. Big damage on the Kraken. Has a health pot though. Illusion's trying to prevent him from using it. And they actually get the turn kill on the Demented Shaman. Both supports trading lives. Kraken with a health pot. Here comes Lodestone. Misses the rocket drill though. Good elusive dash coming in from Shinon to dodge that. And he had that illusion rune which helped him out quite a lot there with the cooldown reduction. So Kraken will health pot. Get back to almost full life. But it ends up being a 1-for-1 in the end.
So right now, Forsaken is just gonna go for the stacks. He's already 550 GPM, which is probably gonna skyrocket to like 620, I would say so. It's gonna be.
Ophelia is level 5.
Yeah.
Would like to see her pick up a smoke when she gets gold. Try to make maybe a kill.
It's really weird that Swift is only 280 GPM.
Yeah, that I'm not sure about. I mean, he has 25 last hits, but you compare that to FA, it looks like nothing, right?
Yeah.
I think he should be around 30 right now. 5 minutes in, I forget the numbers for free farm, but
it's 420, 430.
Around 6 minutes, I think it's like somewhere between 35 and 40. So he's missed creep kills, I think. Maybe when they went for the early kills on the Pharaoh, he was missing some.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Pharaoh has 28 last hits. I actually have no idea how he's done this well. Bottom rune, Monkey King with a haste rune gets perma lockdown. The Glacius is a very good hero against the Monkey King because when he freezes him, there's just nothing he can do for 2 seconds. Throw a skeleton grip on top of that and a Kraken charge. Shinon just couldn't get anything off, even with the haste in his bottle.
Yep.
Smoke from Ophelia here. They're gonna try to kill the Pharaoh and maybe, if that is a success, turn it into a tower push. But the first question is finding the Pharaoh. Good Wrath of the Pharaoh comes out, doesn't let him get himself initiated on. Swift Slashes come out though into the Blade Frenzy. They will take him down. Hasted Monkey King though. Here come the TPs. Very good damage coming in from the vault. And the dash. Ophelia already used her touch. She's gonna fall here. And now Glacius in some trouble with the Minute Shaman. That's he'll bomb up in 4 seconds. They do take out Shinon. Couldn't get the cape off because he got double stunned with from the Lodestone rocket drill. And the team support there ends up being better for Cute, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Both the Andrew and FA, they had TPs, but they were not feeling like they wanted to pour it into that.
I think Forsaken should have ported with Andrew for sure. I think that would have been
low on. I think FA had low mana, maybe Andrew had low HP, but regardless, it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. So Forsaken would take the stacks on
in the middle, I think, right?
In the middle, I think, yeah. Because right now we see Monkey King trying to get some farm. I see he's level 5, and his support is level 6.
Yeah, it's always funny to see when the supports are higher level. He did die first, and I think he.
Yeah, I think he did.
I don't know if he got XP from one of the kills, but anyway, yeah. The Shaman is level 6 already. I like his skill build, by the way. Well, actually, he's choosing to put more points into Cape or Unbreakable over Entangle, which is okay. They want to play a little bit more defensively. Typically, I like to just have one in Unbreakable, but leveling it up is not bad either. The cooldown goes down by a lot. Cast range, heal is much better. But it does mean your Entangle stun will be a lot worse. So there's a trade-off there. But maxing Healing Wave, definitely very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to Pharaoh. He had like 28 creep kills at almost 6 minutes. I don't know how he got so many last hits. Because he was getting more or less tri-laned at the start. I'm trying to figure out where he finds the ability to get these creep kills. Smoked Ophelia with Kraken here, running into Shaman and the Andro. Combo comes out on the Ophelia. She might go down to a combo rock. She actually avoids it, stays alive. Piercing arrows, doing some damage, but she gets caught out as well by the Glacius, gets the last hit kill. Now Andromeda in some trouble. The Lunarts are losing 3 players in a span of about 10 seconds. The Ophelia surviving there, being the biggest X factor. As that was like their one kill opportunity that they were trying to secure. And Ophelia almost has her Astrolabe completed, needs about another 130 gold. And then she will be that much tankier, having an extra heal at her disposal.
Oh,
But
I really like how Cute is playing until now. They're being super aggressive with and Ophelia is playing probably their MVP at the moment.
yeah, they did lose the tier 2 tower in the top lane, but I think the net result was very good. Meanwhile, top lane, the minions are here without Ophelia. They help lock down the Diminished Shaman. But now Glacius is in some trouble. Very far out of position. One more auto attack. He's juking FA in the trees. The swap came out from Andromeda in the background. Swift slashes. Not the best. Switchblade is going to get Comet Stun and goes down to Andromeda. Glacius, by the way, does juke FA while this was happening. TP's out in the trees. So, I mean, there are some signs of life, but losing the Swiftblade, not ideal. I suppose they overstayed up in the top lane a bit.
Yeah.
They didn't have Kraken there as well, because he's trying to finish his PK, which is understandable. Monkey King with an Invis rune. I think he just ran through the tower Invis. They should have seen that, honestly. Oh no, that's okay, that's an illusion. It looked like an Invis. Shadow Storming channel mid lane hits onto the real Monkey King, not an illusion, not an Invis. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's
yeah, it was almost
avatar.
enough damage.
The avatar is a little bit, I would say, buggy with the rune effects.
It's the avatar, right? This is I think a newer Monkey King skin. Like even right now, the pirate ship looks like it's Invis, right?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy, I promise. Or am I? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, it was a good attempt there from Lodestone. Just didn't have enough follow-up or solo kill damage. Take out the Monkey King there.
Yeah, I think he needed like level 9 or 10 to solo kill. To increase the damage on the rocket drill as well, probably.
Yeah. For sure. So Thirsty goes for the Abyssal Skull on the FA. You think this will turn into a full Sinners, or... Okay, I guess I asked that question too late, because he already has it. It's a pretty early Sinners here, pre-12 minutes.
Oh,
Even with the 0-1-0 stat line, he's still almost 600 GPM. They get a ward down middle lane on the high ground here, so they see all of them from above. Rather, the Bear comes out, locking down Kraken. He has a charge ready to go, but can't get it off. Lots of damage coming from the Glacial Downpour in the background. He gets stunned up eventually. They lose FA. The Andro swapped, I believe, aggressively. And they also lost the Demented Shaman, so they do get the primary kill on the Kraken here. But Cute takes a better teamfight in the end. Again, the heals from Ophelia, having the full Star Scribe, and the Ophelia's touch. Everyone's almost back to full health. Only losing the Kraken for 3 kills. This could very easily turn into a tier 1 tower. Because even when FA respawns, she will not have her arrows, which... Talked about that in the drafting phase. That is the best defensive spell they have for clearing creep waves from their lineup. They're going to hold the tower here, though. Just the respawners are a little bit too low at the moment. They're able to come back in and protect their tier 1. But they want to force the issue. They're still here. Let's see what they can make happen. Will Lunatir pose a defensive threat here? Switchblade has slashes. Only level 1 though. Just hits level 10. Charging forward. Has a low stone in the front line. Stuns up the Demented Shaman. No swap on the Andro for 5 seconds. They even channeled the Shatter Storm there. Perhaps thwarting back the follow-up. Monkey King cleans the creep wave. Trying to make sure they cannot push as easily. And Thirsty, what does he do? He says, I'm not interested in this fight. I'm going bottom lane. I'm going to split push. Try to get my next item. What do you think his next item will be? Following up the Sinners. I could tell you what I think it'll be, but I want to know what you think it's going to be first.
Normally, you would think he's gonna go like Geos, which is
yes, that's what I was thinking as well.
But now that I'm thinking, maybe Geos is not that helpful at the moment. It's gonna be good against like Glacius W and Ophelia Q.
And I was thinking like Swift Slashes and Glacius Freeze mostly. But I mean, with having the Sinners, I think he won't need the Shrunken just yet.
Yeah.
I think he will want like a little bit more damage output before. Otherwise, he'll just be a pretty wet noodle auto attacker early on.
If they were a little bit more behind, I would think Shrunken would have been that bad. But
yeah, they have a DD on him, so they're actually giving up their tier 1, but putting a lot of pressure on the tier 2 bottom. And they see that they have fallen back now. They're going to retreat, try to maybe re-engage. But here comes a Pharaoh initiation on the Ophelia. Cute is very spread out across the map, so Ophelia might fall here. We'll see, they're trying to take out the creeps. Pharaoh on top of Ophelia. Newerth Pressing comes out. Glacial Downpour as the Hellfire is over. A lot of damage coming out on the Pharaoh, but the team support is finally here now. Can they turn this one around? FA still has the DD for a little while. Lodestone Shatters from being channeled. Hits onto the FA. Gets the head smash off. No follow-up, though. Now they are turning it on the FA. Some right-click pressure, but again, it's going to be a 2-for-1 as only Lodestone died, by the way, for the side of Cute. And this was actually looking like it was going to be a good pickoff potential from Lunatir. They were not able to secure any kills early on in that engagement. The fight just lasted a little too long, I would say.
Yeah, Ophelia was just way too tanky with the Starscribe and the ulti.
Yeah, more or less perfect build. He's got the vestments and the Starscribe, so that's all he needs to just sit on top of a Pharaoh early game and soak all that Hellfire damage. It was very nice to see. And, he's still level 9, only has the level 1 Ophelia's touch, not the strongest, but making it work there. And once the team support came in, they were able to clean up a pair of kills. So Kraken, he has a Steam Staff. What can he build with this item? Or what do you think he will be building?
Oh, it's a Hellfire. I think so.
Could it be a...
Wait.
Could it be a Shroud or an Insanitarius? Oh, probably not, right? Probably just PK Hellflower.
Insanitarius doesn't.
I don't know if I've ever seen Insanitarius Kraken. Not saying it's like the worst thing in the world, but probably gonna be Hellflower. Glacius gonna run into Andro here. Freezes up for the Kraken charge follow up. One more right click. Glacius gets the kill. FA gonna tablet himself off the high ground, back to the safety of his team. Monkey has a haste rune activated for another 18 seconds, but he just wants to hit some Snodder camps. Trying to finish that. I think Shinnon's going for that straight Shrunken head. Looks like with the Warhammer picked up.
He has to.
They're prioritizing some stack clearing for him as well, so they're making sure to not give everything to FA this game. Mass smoke coming in though. Can they catch the Monkey King? He has spells on cooldown. That would have been a good attempt. Kraken goes for it, but misses. Unfortunately, doesn't have that secure initiation, so Monkey being a little slippery there. Hard to catch.
Yeah, I think
able to make the escape.
They could have went for him, but they just didn't have the vision, I suppose so.
See, Pharaoh and FA are already bottom lane. Don't think they're interested in defending this top tower. Supply did go for the cleaver, by the way. We haven't really talked too much about him this game. Still a little bit below 500 GPM. 3-1-4 stat line. Goes for the Firebrand as well. I think...
Do you agree with this build?
Probably makes sense. But hold that thought, because Lodestone channeling Shadow Storm. Can he get it off in time? It does! He's gonna die! He gets blasted right before Lodestone dies. That lined up so well for Cute. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Monkey King and Demented Shaman take out the Kraken behind the tier 1 tower. And Cute is looking to make a defense here. Try to hold this tier 1 tower before it falls. Can they get the deny? They're gonna try but miss. And they're not able to get the initiation there as well, so... It ends up being they took out Pharaoh as well, so it ends up being a 2-for-1 after losing that tier 1 as well in the mid lane. So yeah, back to what was it, Swiftblade and his item route?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? You think this was not a cleaver game?
I don't think this was a cleaver game. I think he should have went for the Vitalizer build and tried to be as much as active as he can. Because right now, you've seen, Forsaken can die pretty easily with a Lodestone ulti. And right now, Swift is the... he has farm, but I think he could have had more farm by just fighting.
So something like what, Vitalizer, maybe Sinners, like that type of combat build into like a Frostburn, Shroud, something like this?
He could have went for only Abyssal, not the Sinners.
Okay.
I think the Firebrand, Vitalizer with Abyssal, and Matfreds could have been really good.
Okay. Well, you know, we'll see what he... I think this is gonna be a Geobane follow-up. So
yeah, but if you go that build, you can't go Ghost. You have to go Steam Boots.
okay. Yeah, perhaps. So Lunatic takes out an Ancient Stack, followed up by a Kongor kill. This prompts a response from Legion to do their own Kongor. I don't think we'll see this contested, so both teams getting a Kongor kill. There is a Ward of Sight here. Maybe Rampier can snipe it, but it would give a token over to Legion. So I'm not sure if that's something they're interested in doing. Swift still doesn't have his Geobane yet. Here comes Monkey King. He's going in for the steal. It's gonna drop a token. Who gets the token? It is down on the floor. Shinon stole the token. He's going to respawn here. The team support from Lunatic coming in. Release the Kraken holding down Monkey King. Doesn't have a Shrunken up anymore. Looks like he will fall for the second time. Very low on the side of Cute. And Swiftblade is going to fall there. The Barbed Armor Pharaoh causing issues for him. Ophelia going to go down. A huge steal from Shinon. Making the plays to deny the Kongor from the side of Cute. And it looks like they're going to walk this fight off with a victory. Only losing 1 for 2. But more importantly, killing the Swiftblade. They're trying to find the Lodestone now. He gets the portal key out before it can get cancelled. Thirsty going for a blind, crippling volley, misses it. Lodestone goes for the TP. This could maybe still get stopped. It's swapped. He gets cancelled, and that's going to be an easy kill for the side of FA. So they get another consolation prize. Post Kongor fight.
That play from Shinon, that was really big. I think that put Cute in like a bit of awkward position. Because I think they were ahead with like 1k gold just before the Kongor. And
big
and
momentum
now,
swing. Big.
Yeah.
So they had, I believe they had a Ward of Sight on one of the high grounds, I think by the river, which was not, I think, counter-warded. And that was what allowed Lunatic to get into that position to snipe it. I was thinking they were not going to contest this Kongor because they were all bottom lane, but they proved me wrong. They wanted to contest that Kongor for very good reason, might I add. That was a very nice fight from them, to say the least.
That was a good risk to take.
Dodges the Pharaoh here. He's searching for him, but he's going to miss as he ports out. This was also right before Swiftblade's Geobane. He was recipe scroll away from having his Geos, which would have given him a lot of extra teamfight presence. So the GPM difference now, it was once like 50 GPM difference between Swift and FA. It's now about 200. Because FA is almost 700 GPM. No, she breaks that barrier. It's 701. Swiftblade's still 480. Trying to finish, I believe he just finished the Geobane. It's being delivered to him now. Glacius scouting out with the invisibility rune. Bottom lane, what's going on here? We're going to release the Kraken down on the Pharaoh. So Lodestone and Pharaoh together take out Pharaoh, but he actually gets the tower, I think, from the creeps. They spot the Glacius. Did he open up out of invis, or was he spotted? I don't even know.
Spotted by the Rev.
Okay, he got spotted by a Rev Ward. And
they're
trying to catch Swiftblade. He actually gets flipped into swap. Throws out slashes, but there's so many illusions here. Swiftblade just dies. And this is just a sequence of very bad events, I have to say, Nede, happening for Cute. They were looking so good about 3-4 minutes ago, and how quickly did this game flip for 180 and turn? It's actually wild to me how Lunatir can do stuff like this. Like, they just make it look so easy, but honestly, it was not easy. I have to say, like, that Kong fight was not easy to take. And then turning that into now a 10,000 gold lead all of a sudden? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's I think it was pure surprise from Newerth here, and I think it just didn't expect the play that HoN did. I think they threw him on the ground. They didn't know what to do, I think. So it was a little bit of panic there. I would say so.
Monkey's got a firebrand. You think he's also going Geos, or is it a Dawnbringer Monkey King? There was a recent buff to Dawnbringer. We haven't. I mean, I personally haven't seen it a lot post patch, but it did get a lot of buffs in terms of its stats and what it does once you complete all the brand. But bottom lane Pharaoh, he's doing some good damage with the bar, but I think he died. Oh, does he actually live here? There's no way, right? There's no way Rampier lives here. Does he have a TP? Oh my god, there's no way he TP. There's no way he TPs! How does he do that? He TPs in front of 4 people. In the trees, of course, so it was a juke, but that is just insane. He's able to make that escape. And Thirsty comes in with the team support, gets a double tap onto the Kraken and the Glacius. That is crazy. Yeah, I have to admit that's got to be some funny banter coming in, because that was just a huge play from Rampier, surviving all of that. I don't know how he did that.
I think Rampier must laugh.
This guy is taking some steroids, man, to make plays like that. Here comes a big Shadow Storm, hits onto 2. Demented Shaman in. FA got hit by it, by the way. Swift Slash is coming out. Hitting a lot on the creeps, though. Has a DD, but forced to spin defensively because, well, he's all by himself. He has no team support anymore. They're all dead. Monkey King trying to flip over the shrine there, trying to pull Swiftblade back into his team. But they end up respawning on both the Ophelia and the Glacius. Ophelia without creeps is a little sad, but she has her heals. She's taking a lot of damage, gets her heals off. They're taking some tier 3 tower. As FA, one more auto attack. No, we can't get in range. The swap comes out. Now he's kiting. The Kraken is gonna fall. They do lose the Demented Shaman, but for a good cause there. As Glacius gets flipped into a creep wave, ends up falling. And Pharaoh, oh, he hits the creep wave. I think it just spawned as well. That's a little unfortunate timing.
Yeah.
As he was aiming for the Swiftblade there. Thirsty's not pushing again, Nede. He wants GPM, man.
Yeah.
He's almost 800. He's looking at the numbers, man. The shiny numbers killing creeps.
He's the accountant.
He's like, you guys kill that building. I'm gonna smack some creeps to give me gold. He's trying to pick off Lodestone here with the Shroud, but not gonna find him in between the towers. Yeah, full aggression build from FA. Goes for the Nullfire 2, stops there, goes Geobane and Shroud on top of those items. Doesn't need the Shunk in this game. He's feeling very comfortable.
Yeah, he's just gonna get a symbol if the game goes more. I don't see how they can kill them.
Barbed Armor was popped preemptively. Pharaoh expecting to get jumped there. Kraken goes down first. Glacius channels a good downpour. Gets healed by Ophelia, but does end up falling eventually. Barbed Armor Lodestone putting some good damage on the Monkey King, but Swiftblade getting locked on by the combat stun. Wob comes out onto the Ophelia as well, and it's just all Lunatir the last 5 to 10 minutes or so. The GGs are called, and that means our first winner bracket quarterfinal series has come to a conclusion. A 2-0 victory for Lunatir over Cute.